Hello everyone, welcome to Dungeon Boys. My name is Keith, I'll be your DM.
Josh playing as Arlo, your forest gnome druid.
Zine is playing as Grim, the Asimar barbarian.
John playing Eros, your trickster cleric.
And I'm Brice, playing as Jack Law, the paladin, freshly minted.
Freshly minted.
Elf.
Everyone, thank you for... I don't know.
I forgot that I said that.
I don't have to have these on my head because I don't hear anything.
Right.
I feel comfortable when I'm on a webcam having those. But welcome to Dungeon Boys. Phase 2 of Tank Media Games has begun. This is Phase 2. What you may or may not notice throughout this video is that this is an absolute cobbled together mess. And I'm just going to tell you that now.
He's talking about us.
I really like the way that this video is looking with the different, with the quality of cameras we're working with and the spaces that we're working with. We are absolutely packed in a foam-covered tin can. It is very small. I might as well be sitting in Brice's lap.
Yeah, don't be confused. Like, I was on a different webcam, and I was looking at this, and I was like, man, they've got some good space in there. They don't. They do not.
There's no space in here.
But, I mean, looking at the camera, like, you're way over there. We're way over here. Like, this is a big room.
Right.
Yeah.
We're pretty spread out. We're not shoulder to shoulder, but...
Right.
I'm about to break immersion.
Yeah. There we go.
Anyway, welcome to Dungeon Boys. I'm praying that this auditorily comes out well. We're working on getting this right. We want to be in person recording these videos. We want to make them the best that they can be. The Phase 2 announcement video of Tank Media Games, if you saw that, you know that Dungeon Boys will be going back to us recording in person and being released in a pre-recorded fashion, not live. That video is pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I work pretty hard on that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Josh is nodding like he's seen it. He doesn't even know it's good, and he's already... Look at that kind of support.
I'm happy we're moving to a new format.
Yep.
It's nice and bite-sized, and I know that any video you put out is spot on.
Man, Josh really doesn't want Arlo to die today.
Just a show?
Just kidding. But we are going back. The episodes of Dungeon Boys will be a little bit shorter, around an hour-ish. I'm going to try to do some editing on those. Maybe, hopefully, cutting out some parts that you don't need. But let's, anyway, get back into it. Last week, you guys went through three trials. Three trials.
Strength, speed.
And dancing.
In the Golnock village, you guys went into a cave. There is a village. They call themselves the Golnocks, and it is revealed that they are a race of giants, a village of giants that has been charged with protecting and deciding whether those who wish to go into the storeroom of Moradin are worthy. So, there are 2 steps of worthiness. You have to pass their tests for them to even take you to the door to the storeroom. And then you have to touch the statue. It's so nice to look in your eyes while we play D&D, guys. It's just so nice.
It adds to the magic.
Almost makes this cobbled mess worth it.
It does make it worth it.
Right?
But anyway, you have to go also and touch the statue, mentally, emotionally seek out from Moradin and see whether he will allow you into his storeroom. You guys touched the statue to see if you were worthy.
It did not work.
It did not work.
No, it did not.
The statue, I'll put a picture in post if you can see behind me on the green screen. Hopefully the green screen works properly and the fish island turns my head into a crescent moon. You should be seeing now the reference for this thing. It looks very much like a troll from God of War, the new God of War 2018 game. It's a big 20-foot tall dwarf statue. It's holding a big 12-foot stone pylon as a weapon, and it's got its arm outstretched as if welcoming you to give it a shot. And
Show
that
what you got.
Whenever you touch the statue and you look for Moradin to give you worthiness, it was not that he said no. It almost felt like nobody was home. It's like you reached out emotionally, magically, whatever it is in these, it's like when we see this in media, we all assume, like, of course, you know how to use your magic powers. But whatever that process is like in the magic world, you reached out into the ether and nothing reached back. It was like nobody's home. And the statue decided that That means the no yes means no. And the statue animated itself, and I don't remember what it did, but we'll picture that it took the big pylon it was holding on one shoulder, grabbed it with the other hand, brought it down to its chest, looked down at you, and with a menacing eyes, told you that you were not worthy.
I could almost see that moment where he cocked it like a shotgun.
And he is raised at this point. Kate, who is with you, your companion, steps backwards. I don't know what. We also have a dog in the room.
Yeah. I mean, if I need to take him
He's
out,
not
I
on
can.
camera though.
No.
We'll let Josh take him out. We don't want
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all good.
Anyway. See, there you go. Brief cut already. The dog was chewing plastic and my camera froze. Things happen. Anyway, Kate, your companion who is with you, Kate Fullheart, wife of Torque Fullheart that you left behind in Buckland to go on this mission to seek Moradin's tiny orb. She's with you. She steps back and she says, well, I guess we're not worthy. And everybody needs to roll initiative at this point. We are going to fight Moradin's storeroom guard.
We gotta find us some worthiness.
Right out.
Yeah. She just...
My fancy dice are right beside you, Keith.
Your fancy dice? They are right beside me.
Nobody can see that.
Nobody can see that.
Nobody can see that. That's a lot of light.
I'm glowing with favor.
Bow before me.
Old favor. All right, so we're gonna roll initiative
I got
for
4.
15.
13. Like the chapel.
Yeah.
What'd you roll, Arlo?
16.
And then Grim,
I rolled chapel.
13.
13.
4 for me.
I got yours on 4.
That's a... I think that's a 13. I gotta check my...
We don't let weenies while we record D&D.
history.
Well,
That's Dungeon Boys After Dark.
Is that being cut?
Nope. I'm still saving my DM inspiration. Ooh, y'all didn't want that to happen on the initiative roll. Oh, goodness.
Oh no.
I'm a 12, not 13.
Oh, boy. All right, well, that's unfortunate for everybody. Okay, so we're going to... Then Arlo.
Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong character.
You should be seeing...
I'm a 10, not a 13.
All
I have
right.
0 initiative.
Ooh, how cheap.
Great.
I got a +2, but that didn't matter.
And then, well, you beat out 2 people.
Me?
Yep.
Sweet.
Because Kate maybe has not been in the field as long as you think. Because this she's getting off to a slow start here. Good golly, Miss Molly. At least she's got some HP. Okay, so it's time to get wild, get crazy, get slippery, get juicy up in here. And it might get a little more.
Yeah, I'm out.
It might get a little more slippery than you want it to, because I created this creature, so we'll see how good my DM creature creation goes. Moradin's storeroom guard, he reaches his big pillar up, and he brings it around to the right and swings it, trying to hit all of you with one sweeping motion. He's going to roll to hit. Let me know if a 16 will hit.
It will not.
Me's.
That will... Yeah, meets it, beats it. Yeah, that'll hit me.
All right, meets it, beats it, baby. Meets it, beats it.
Yeah, it's going to get me.
All right, so I'm going to roll damage. You let me know if you take it. Or take it if you want it. Take it if you... Ooh, lucky. Oh my gosh, you freaking turkeys. Lucky.
It's only 150 damage.
No, it's not. Wow. It's not that few. It's only 9 damage actually right now.
Oh, well. Whoops. Oh no. Yeah,
9
looking so
damage?
It's only 9 damage, yeah. You're not looking so good.
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say.
He is like level 4.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
No, I'm at level 5.
All right.
Level 5?
Yeah. I'm at level
What's
5.
yours?
Whoa there, Zenus. People can see those motions. Now you're gonna get mean comments. Leave the kid alone. All right. So 9 damage. I'm just gonna say he rolled pretty poorly on that damage that time.
He's rusty.
He's a little bit rusty, so he swings slowly. Grim, you're able to get out of the way. Everybody else is smacked with that pillar, and everybody's going to need to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Juicy wants to be on camera.
Everybody but Grim, excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Grim's able to jump back.
Oh. My luck's so good. I
Probably.
got an 18.
Just
Beat
move
that.
Here.
Okay.
Here.
Your drink fell over.
We need another screen for how far I got smacked.
17.
17. So if you rolled over, a 10, you are not prone. If you rolled under a 10, you are now prone.
Oh.
So Arlo, being lower to the ground, just turns horizontally and is now lying. Doesn't decrease his height at all.
Yep. Same height.
You're now prone. So let's go ahead and mark you as prone because that's a thing. Or can I?
Wait, what is prone again?
No.
You're
There was
just
someone
laying
who
Okay, you're just laying down.
down. Yeah, and you.
Oh, I'll just-
to get up. You have to spend.
We'll make you prone like that. Orange is prone. So you are now prone.
that statue of Mars.
But unfortunately, he is going to do another sweep, come back across the other way with his pillar. He's going to crit fail on that one, so he throws himself off balance, and he swings over all of you. He is indeed a rusty statue made of stone. Exceptional,
work out?
very magical. And he is going to stand his ground, holding his pillar there in front of you, and that will be his turn.
Is he like elevated? Like I imagine him on a pedestal, but is that not true?
No, you're all on flat ground.
Okay.
He was just standing in front of this. If you remember, imagine like a semicircle. There's a semicircle on the wall in front of you, which has the seam for the door, and then you're standing on the other side of a circle, like a semicircle like this, as kind of like the stage for this combat.
Got it.
Okay, so what will you all do? It is now Arlo's turn.
It's me turn.
You are prone.
Who's like within grasping range?
Everybody.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Oh.
This creature has, because he has his pillar, he can actually hit you at 10 feet, so he's about 10 feet away from it.
Okay. I'm like decked out. I'm laid out on the ground, and I wanna reach out. Graham. I don't wanna touch you on the ankle. Is all I can reach. And I wanna cast enlarge.
What's he gonna do with a big ankle charge?
Right? It's just on the ankle. All right. It's a long description, but I'll just go through the basics. Target size doubles in all dimensions, and its weight is multiplied by 8.
Nice.
Growth increases size by 1 category, so it goes from medium to large. There's not enough room. There's plenty of room. Until the spell ends, the target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Nice.
Target's weapons also grow to match a new size, so meaty fists.
Big hands.
Right.
If they didn't.
While they're enlarged, the target attacks with them deal an extra 1d4, and it lasts for a minute.
Cool. All right. So 6 turns.
Then I'll just use my movement speed to get up.
All right. Keep track of that for me as far as how long he can be big. You wear those gauntlets, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if it didn't make your weapons big and it just destroyed all your weapons. Arlo, come on. No, so Grim grows twice his size. He's now
13 feet tall and 2,400 pounds.
he's a big boy. Wait, what?
Yeah, he's like 300 pounds.
It multiplies the weight by 8.
Oh, by 8. I thought it said by 2.
No, he
by
doubles.
8.
Right. Good God.
He's a chunky boy.
Boy, thick.
Right? Aren't you glad I didn't cast reduce?
Boy, thick with 2 C's and a QUE, baby. All right, let's get it done.
Okay.
So Grim standing there to the right of everybody right there, grows to twice his size, 8 times his weight, and the monster or the statue, as you grow, turns to look at you.
Other than that, I'm just using my movement speed to kind of get back up a little bit.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
All right, Grim, it's your turn, buddy man.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to rage one good time.
All right, rage it up.
Just for full effect.
One good.
So when that happens, I just imagine Grim like looks down at his ankle because he's kind of like probably crouched or whatever, just in dodge mode, and then he like just looks at Arlo and then sees Arlo just get really, really small in there. And then once he realizes, he's kind of like looking around like, yes! And then he rages and he's gonna recklessly attack this man, this creature, and punch at him for one good 2 times.
Okay, do it.
Crushes us all in the process.
Oh crap, I forgot the first one.
21. There's a 21.
20, does 21 hit?
A 21 will hit.
Nice. Okay. I think I can just roll with advantage. Oh yeah, I can roll with advantage. Oh, okay, cool. I got a critical on the second one.
All right.
So let's see. Hang on. So there's some stuff I'm gonna look up for that really quick. Where is it? Okay.
Josh, do you have jump as a spell?
I do.
Okay, so at 9th level, I roll 1 additional damage die. So I'll have to sort that out in a second.
You get an extra D4.
I do get an extra D4, so that's... Oh, gosh, that's crazy. Oh, man, that's so good. So, I'm going to use your D4 if you're okay with that.
Do it.
Oh, 1, okay.
Yeah.
So 23 damage for the first strike.
Okay.
And then I can roll crits, right? Oh, yeah. Critical. Oh, yeah. 34 damage for the second strike.
Woof McGoof.
And Grim's just kind of like going straight for like the jaw on this one.
Gotcha. So yeah, you punch him twice. Pieces of his stone body crack a little bit. Pieces of them crumble off. He tries to raise his pillar up to block one of them, but you're able to slide a fist by, clocking him one time in the jaw. He spits out a few stone teeth on the ground.
Nice. This is a cool scene.
It is.
I'm pleased.
So, I don't imagine Grim would be able to do it this time, but what would it take for him to, like... I guess it'd just be a grapple. Never mind. That's...
Yeah.
Okay.
You're almost his size. He's still taller than you right now, so you did have to punch up a little bit, but not as far up as if you would have had earlier.
Easy to get the uppercut.
Mm-hmm.
For as far as movement, like, I kind of want to twist a little bit so that I'm not, like, stepping on my companions. So
Okay.
just, like, twisting around to the right, kind of where the E is on his statue, I guess.
Okay. You move into him. You guys, as best as you can, try to talk into those mics. Because our audio is all hooked together, and I hope just want it to turn out right.
Okay.
It is now Jack's turn.
Sweet. How tall is this dude?
20 feet.
20 feet.
Tall enough.
Just like that wall from before. Okay. So I am going to use a bonus action to cast, or not cast, I'm going to use my channel divinity, one of them, to activate the Peerless Athlete ability.
Okay.
For the next 10 minutes, I have advantage on strength, I have advantage on athletics and acrobatics checks. I can carry, push, drag, and lift twice as much weight as normal, and the distance of my long and high jumps increases by 10.
Proud of you.
Sweet. I don't really know what I'm going to do for my action. I guess I'll use my lance of lancing.
Okay.
So I'm going to chuck it.
Chuck that lance of Hades.
Will do.
You are 10 feet away.
Okay.
That's a long lance.
Does that cause a detriment if it's too close?
No. If you're within 5 feet, it does give you disadvantage, but
Okay.
you're 10 feet.
All right. That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
Sweet. Okay.
He's not he's not so swift of foot or block.
Nice. That's 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay.
Okay. And I'll use a free action to recall it. And you said it's a free action to recall it, but it's...
Roll a dex save.
Yeah. Is it just dex?
Yeah, just a dex save.
My dexterity is 0, so that's an 8.
As your lance comes back, Jack wields the lance of Hades that he got from Krong. He slings the lance. It collides again as Grim punches across the left side of the statue's jaw. When it comes back this way, the lance hits it in the other side, sending his head back the other way. As the lance bounces off and spins, you reach out your hand to draw it back to you, but the spin causes it to be a little bit hard to catch. It hits your hand, but it falls at your feet. You'll have to pick it up next time off the ground if you want to use it.
That's a free action too, right?
Yeah. You can interact with one object for free during your turn. It actually breaks into 2 pieces. You have to choose. I'm just kidding. Okay, what else you got?
I want to speech at people.
Speech.
Arlo, do you have enough spare magic to give me a means of moving a bit more freely?
I got magic in spades.
All right. If you can make me faster or be able to jump higher, either of those would help.
A lot of demands, but all right.
Either one, don't need both. Also, everybody who's within 5 feet of me, which is everybody, you get plus 10 feet to your movement speed on your turn, as long as you start it within my 5 feet.
Nice. Now I can move like a regular person.
Don't we also get bonuses to saving throws?
Yeah, I think so, maybe. Something like that. I'll look at it. I'm done with my turn, so I'll look at that while y'all do something.
All right. It is now Kate's turn. She turns to you, Jack, and says, I'm best with the bow. I appreciate the extra speed. And she goes to run away to get some distance from this giant creature that she is by no means equipped to defeat. So she's going to run off this direction and run away, provoking, unfortunately, an opportunity attack from the creature.
You fool.
We all turn around and attack.
It's going to hit.
We never liked you to begin with.
He grabs his stone pillar by the very bottom end and switches it over, coming off the being hit in the face. Goes to slam it down on top of Kate, but it only hits her enough to knock her out from under it. She doesn't get completely squished. And she's going to take oof. 5 and 7 is what? That's 12. And then 15, and then she's going to take 22 damage.
Yes, everybody add plus 3 to your saving throws. You get my charisma modifier added on to your saving throws.
As he slams down near her...
All saving throws?
As he slams down near her, it brushes against her leg and harms her, and some of the floor underneath is cracked and stuff as she takes a bunch of shrapnel in the back as she's running away. Hey, grown man, do some effort sounds for a young woman. Hey, I can't do it. Sorry. It's not working.
I literally can't make my vocal cords vibrate at that frequency. So air comes out.
As she takes the damage, she turns around, puts an arrow into her bow, and lets one rip.
Then fires the
arrow. We can't actually play D&D, can we?
No, slow me down.
Oh man. Okay, so she's gonna hit with that one. I'm gonna roll again because she's gonna fire 2 arrows. She's also gonna hit with that one, so that's 2 arrows that she's gonna land. Oh shoot! This thing has resistances. Turkey.
Dang it, Keith. Why are you making this so easy for us?
There's a lot of turkeys going on,
honestly. I got this all real live peacock yesterday.
You got to saw it? This is being recorded live in South Carolina, y'all. As she knocks both of her arrows, she shoots 2 of them. Both of them hit their mark in its chest, barely chipping off a grain of sand on this creature's chest.
Hey, go home.
She does call out, "Boys, I don't know if I'm able to hurt this thing very much."
I don't know that we'll be able to either.
Hold up, we got this.
Grim, question for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to need you to tell me to cut up your damage. Like in what the different things do, necrotic versus physical and stuff. Next time.
Okay. Well, it's It's technically all magic because of the gloves.
Right, yeah, because it is magical. Right.
But
Yeah.
it's bludgeoning and piercing, if that matters.
Okay.
Because Grim is, while raging, he's resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical damage.
Right.
So
Understandable. I'm with you now. Okay. Moving along, it is our Eros' turn,
There we
young
go.
man.
Uh,
Big John.
I think I'm gonna look at the statue, and I'm gonna be like,
Okay.
I'm like, and I'm gonna use command.
Okay.
I'm determined to use command on this dude.
Wait, does command work on constructs?
I think so. Speak with one word command on. Oh wait, is that a creature?
It's a creature.
Okay. Within range. So like.
You're within.
It's within
Okay,
range.
within range. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. Spell has no effect if the target is undead. If it doesn't understand your language or if your command is directly harmful to it, some typical commands and their effects follow. You might issue a command other than one described here. If you
Okay.
Don't worry
Yeah.
about all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a one-word command. You can't
All right.
tell it to kill itself.
What's your saving throw?
saving throw
For your
is
Josh, don't worry about jumps.
14.
I don't feel like figuring all of it out right now.
That's all good.
14.
14. He rolled an 18.
Gosh, this isn't never gonna work.
That's the thing about those kind of spells where people have to roll against it is they work a lot better when you're higher level. It's more of a gamble when you're lower. But still,
Yeah.
keep trying.
I
It's
am.
worth a shot.
And then I think
What's your command word?
command word is to just throw the
One word.
block.
You have to say drop.
Oh, I guess just drop. I guess.
Okay, well, give it to me in character.
Oh, drop the statue. Oh wait, no.
One word.
Drop.
He looks down at you, staring at him. As he's just crashed down, he lifts his pillar back up and he says, "No." And it's his. Are you going to do any movement?
And then I'm going to get away. I guess. Yeah.
Where are you going?
Just like the opposite of where the statue is. Just like
You heading backwards?
yeah, basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
running away. All right, cool. It is now the statue's turn.
Ooh.
It is going to turn its attention to young Grimly, the large boy to his left.
That's
And
what
he's-
Oh, I don't understand. We need +7 strength barbarian.
At 20th level, you get your strength score increases by
okay.
4. So you use strength to determine, like, you can, if you make a running jump. So typically, if you jump, you can jump a distance up to your strength score. But if you move a running jump, you also add your strength modifier to that. So it'd be like 25. If for a barbarian, it'd be 31 max. But with the jump spell, you would triple that, so it'd be 93.
Okay. Well, I looked up the jump 5e. It said 3 plus your strength modifier.
That's for straight up.
Yeah.
So with this, it would be like triple that.
Okay. All right.
All right, so triple. We were talking about the jump spell earlier.
Yeah.
It is now the bad guy's turn again. He's not. Maybe he's not a bad guy.
He's doing his job.
You are a bad guy. Well, you are not. All right. Anyway, he's doing his job. He's going to try to smack down on you, Mr. Grimm. Double smash you. He is going to roll a 19 to hit.
Meets it.
Beats it. And then he is going to roll a not 19, which will not hit. So he's going to slam a gem on you.
Hit me.
That dice keep rolling.
That is keep rolling.
25 damage.
Is that magical or not magical?
That is going to be bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so like 13.
But he is magical. He's all magic. He's animated by magic. So in my opinion, that's a magical thing. He is hitting you with a rock, but he is God possessed.
Is the rock god possessed, or is the rock just rock?
That
That's the thing.
is.
So
yeah.
you
God
just
possesses
decide whatever you decide. We're not going to be mad
Yeah.
about.
No, that does make sense. If he were to
But-
punch you, it'd be magical.
Yeah. It would extend to his whole body. I mean, otherwise there'd be parts of him that couldn't move and stuff.
Right. The rock is not a part of his body. He is currently holding the rock, but
Yeah, it's not a magical weapon.
Yeah.
Unless you say it is.
No, I'm just trying to. I really didn't consider it earlier. It's not. It's a rock.
So 13. I'm all.
The magic you experienced through that rock earlier was from the statue, not from the rock. Making the call. It's not magical. The rock.
These gods are very short-sighted.
Very
I almost said
foresighted.
fort-sighted.
The gods in my world are an extension of me. I don't see anything coming. All right, so he hits you twice with that bad boy, totaling up 25 damage, and he roars, "Bro, not worthy."
I take it like a champ.
All right, it is now Arlo's turn.
Hooey. I think that I will attempt to cast that slow.
Okay.
We're gonna slow this down a little bit. So, actually, no, because that would break concentration on Big Rum.
Okay.
So we're gonna avoid that. I am going to. I guess all I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to head over in the direction of arrows, just trying to get some distance.
All right.
And I would like to cast my. I forget the name of it. Healing Spirit.
Okay. On whom? Or how does that work?
You're the only one who's taking any damage, right? Except
Kate.
for Kate.
Kate.
Yeah.
Kate's taking damage. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna conjure up my glowing squirrel of health,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna and like chuck it that way.
Gotcha. It
See it
lands.
sail across the room like a little table flapping
Yeah.
behind it.
As you throw it, he pushes out the squirrel pushes out his arms. It's also a flying squirrel. It glides in and lands on Kate's back, and she begins to receive its healing, and she says, "Well, thank you, little one." How much healing does that do?
Let's see. It do. Whatever creature. The first time turns 1d6. Perfect.
1d6. Roll it up.
I just imagine if we were evil healing each other,
One.
the flying
Great.
squirrel would make the noise of those like Himalayan death orbs or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. It is.
And other than that, just kind of headed over towards where Arrows is at, just trying to get a stomping range.
Cool. Sounds good.
And that's it for me.
All right. Next is Grim.
Cool. Oh crap, Keith! I'm so sorry. I forgot. He should have attacked with advantage.
Should he have?
Yeah, he should have. Because
The
reckless
squirrel?
attack.
Yeah, I should have thought about that. Let's see if he critted on you.
So I'm gonna.
He did.
I'm gonna give. I'll give myself back the 13 health, and you just do it. Do
Okay.
it up.
Well,
Why don't you just double the 13?
Okay, but
yeah,
well,
just and so just add 6 to it. You almost took the full amount from the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, normally it doesn't work out that way, but I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah.
Okay,
Really good.
now it's your turn.
So I'm gonna recklessly attack him again.
Okay.
Because why not? Well, this time I get 3 attacks. It's the second turn.
Oh booga!
All right, let's see. 22.
That will definitely hit him for sure.
Okay. 20. Not natural.
With extra attack, can you make multiple ranged
29.
attacks?
So 22, 20, and 29.
Yeah, so 1 critical and then 2 just regular attacks.
Okay, gotcha. Roll that damage for me.
Yeah, with extra attack you can make just weapon attacks.
Okay.
Any number of attacks, except for Grim specifically being a berserker, he can only make a melee attack as a bonus action because of his subclass.
So if I had caught the lance, I could have thrown it again.
24.
Okay.
Oh, no, hang on. I got a D4 to add. 25.
The whole one.
21. And then...
That's 46 total.
40 damage for the crit.
Great,
Well, is
man.
this any like necrotic damage?
Yeah, some of it is.
Okay.
That's added in there already.
Okay. Well, Keith just told you.
Yeah,
Like,
I do want to know how much was necrotic.
Just 15.
Okay, 15 of that was necrotic. Okay, gotcha.
That's juicy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Good eye, John. Good eye. Good eye. Okay. So whenever you do that, you hit him 3 more times. So I picture like one in the face. You come under, hit him one in the ribs, and he's trying. Go ahead. Tell me how you do it.
I want all 3 to go for his right knee, his left knee.
Okay. You drop to a knee, twist back, and punch him 3 times in the knee. His knee, pieces of it are cracking underneath
Your
the.
foot's on the.
Oh, did I kick the? My bad. His knee is, it's not crumbling, but you're definitely putting some cracks in it. It wobbles underneath your fist. I mean, it's still firmly planted there, but it hurts that you're punching him in his knee. He looks down and goes as you're punching him. He takes the damage. But another thing that happens after you punch him to this point, you've cracked enough of him, you hit him enough times. This bluish aura appears around him, almost as if he's, not being completely shielded, but something is continuing to bind him together. You can, and with every hit, it is glowing a little bit brighter now. So that last hit, it started as a very light blue on your first of those 3 hits, and as you hit it the 3rd time, this blue aura that's around his body is getting a little bit brighter and a little bit brighter. And now it is Jack's turn.
Cool.
Do it.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast the spell Shield of Faith
Okay.
on me. So this is the 1st level spell. And now I got +2 to my AC, making it a 21.
Nice.
Alright. And then I'm gonna give it the old leapster.
Okay.
And I'm gonna jump up and I wanna try and grab onto his head.
Okay.
But while I'm jumping, I want to go ahead and smack him on the way up
Okay.
with one of my attacks.
Smack him with one of your attacks.
That's a miss. And then both of them miss. So I'm just jumping up trying to grab onto him.
So as you jump up and you're hitting him with your lance,
Yeah, just
you swipe back and forth and they collide with this like force field and they do pass through, but you can tell that like it almost slows it down as you go through it, and you tank off of his chest both times as you go up to land. You're landing on his what now?
I'm trying to get like on his shoulders, like legs around the neck.
Okay, I'm gonna need an athletics check on this.
I got advantage.
Okay.
Nat 20.
You succeed. you leap up with your lance. I picture at this point your lance is like you're gripping it at like the very bottom and like swinging it almost like a like a whip, like swing swing, trying to get at him as you jump up and then land on his neck, on his shoulders.
Like piggyback ride.
Yeah. Wait, so arms around the neck, knees at his ribs?
No, like on his shoulders, yeah. No.
Okay, so you're sitting on his shoulders, like wrapping your knees and arms around his.
Yeah.
Okay.
There is a purpose to this other than just like the general hopping up on big creatures, but I can't make perception checks and stuff right now because I did an action, correct? Or is
Right.
That's not a
Yeah.
free action.
I don't think that's free.
Okay. All right.
There's a purpose.
Yes.
Okay, audience. There's a purpose.
I'm looking for the off switch. But no, I am looking for like. Obviously, there's something like a force field forming around him. I'm looking for like any special doohickeys, symbols, gemstone glowing with the power of the gods. Things
Gotcha.
like that. Of course, I'm not actually looking yet. I got to do an action to do that.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Understandable. All right. It is now Kate's turn. She calls out and she says, "I'll try again. I'm not sure if it's going to work."
Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me.
She rolls an 18. Ooh. Both of her arrows this time. She fires one, and one lands like right to the right of your leg, and it goes into this force field, and it like the velocity of it is slowed down to where it just barely tinks against his body, and then it falls down to the ground. Her other one, she's shaky and it passes right by its head, and you have to get out of the way of it. If you roll a 2, you have to get out of the way of it, but the arrow does fly by. A lock of your hair is sliced off as it goes by.
I'm gonna look at her. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna say try not to hit me because she's not trying to hit me, but still, I'm gonna look at her like,
yeah,
you can do better.
She does a face like, and she begins to knock another arrow for firing. But she's happy where she's at. And by this time, all the crunching and crackling has placed a couple of rocks coming up out of the ground. There's one over here. Well, that's a nasty gray that's not visible at all. There's one here. Another rock has appeared over in this direction, and a big rock has appeared over here. They're about big enough for like a quarter cover, so she's going to run over here and try to take cover just in case he can do something special. It is now our Arrows' turn. Big John.
I shall do Eldritch Blast.
Yeah! When in doubt, whip it out.
Mm-hmm. So...
That's my motto.
Will a 13 hit?
Unfortunately, no.
That's with your it is with your modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Boo.
No. So...
You get 2 of those.
Huh? Oh yeah, I do.
Because it's 1...
Yeah, you're level 5.
21.
Unfortunately, it collides with his body, and you can see the magic enter this force field, and again, the velocity of it slowed down some. He doesn't take any damage from it.
But it did hit.
But it did hit you. You aimed and it hit his body.
Well, I know that.
Okay, so AC. So I feel like you're saying that was enough to hit his AC.
No, like it. We saw that it would have hit his body.
It would have hit his body, yes,
Yeah.
but I don't want you to interpret that as an AC number at this point.
Yeah. Okay. So me saying this, I'm just like, why? It's like pain already.
Pain on the face of Arrows as he tries his best. Arrows knows, and you know that you're somewhat out of your depth with these adventurers. You're learning quickly. You're growing with experience from being with them. You're trying to catch up. But whenever you jumped on the crew, you didn't know you'd be fighting such a big baddies so quickly.
And now me thinking back in my mind, like, out of all the people I had to spy, it just had to be these people.
Okay, it is now. Are you going to move at all?
No, I think I'm just gonna stand there.
All right, you're just going to stand
Feeling
there.
ashamed that it hit.
All right, at this point,
Me thinking about it at least.
He is going to do his double sweep attack, which is going to try to go for you, Grim. He's trying to hit you and knock you down. He's going to roll once. He's going to roll a 21 to hit.
That hits, but he's got advantage.
Why you tell me that? You almost got away with it too. If it wasn't for me and my 20 rolling dice. All right, yep. So we're gonna have to double that damage.
Okay, those are the dice that don't like Zenus.
Yeah.
Do you normally use those when we record?
Yeah.
Okay. I just remember every time we got together and you used those dice, it was always nat 20s on Zenus every time.
I'm sorry. I promise. It's there, sitting in the tray at the 20. I ain't gonna do you like that. The only time I fudge rolls, there have been times where I've fudged rolls for the story, but I have never fudged a roll to hurt anybody. I promise. Everybody knows DM's fudge rolls. Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. I don't know what to explain myself.
I don't have to explain myself. All right. Anyway, like once in a blue moon. I feel like I'm in trouble now.
No.
All right. Roll the dice. We rolled damage. It was 15 damage. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
24.
A 24.
27.
Yeah. He is able to hit you with his pillar as it comes across, and it knocks you back. But you're able to keep your footing, and his pillar is going to come back and grab you or try to hit you again. This time, he's only going to roll a 12.
With advantage.
Yes, God, sorry, dude.
I want you to hurt me, Keith.
Another one.
Keith is actually just a redneck, and y'all don't know when he's saying he's swinging his pillar around. It's actually his pillow he's meaning to say. So it's only 2 damage.
Oh my gosh, another 20.
So I have effectively created, what's his name? Drac? From Drax?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. I can take.
Yeah.
You really can't.
18, 25 total that time.
So 40 total?
No, 20. So yeah, total damage from both hits is 40. Roll another Constitution saving throw for me.
Total damage.
Plus 3.
I got 19. 19 for that.
19 for that. You still stay standing. So he hits you. He swings at you twice, but you're able to maintain your footing as he smacks you with those pillars.
How is he feeling? Because Grim's down a little bit. Like a little bit. Not as much as I imagine this thing would think.
Yeah.
Does he have emotions?
He doesn't have much of it. His face doesn't move a lot. He just looks like he's just doing his thing. He doesn't seem like he's giving you a lot of insight as to, you know, he's not like almost about to crumble or anything. Like any of the cracks that you guys have put on him are superficial. Like he's just moving about. He doesn't look dejected as if he's failed or anything like that yet either.
Well, he will.
All right, Arlo's turn.
Right. A lot of stuff I have is like area effects, so I'm going to go with a classic. I'm going to go with Call Lightning.
Call lightning inside this cave.
Yes. Dang, it is concentration. Dang it, man.
It's your choice.
There's a storm cloud just like creeping down the caves.
Yeah.
It'll be here in like 20 minutes.
Right. Just gotta wait for it.
The people
Okay.
at the Golden Knot Village are like, it hadn't rained down here in forever.
Well, it never has, actually.
I don't know what it is, but it ain't done that thing. All right, so this, so kindly pointed out, it is a concentration base. I got a lot of concentration base stuff, so we're gonna pass on that because Giant Grim is doing pretty good, so we're gonna do that. I am going to run at the Stone Giant.
Run at it. Do that.
I'm gonna run at the Stone Giant.
Okay.
Stumpy little legs is pumping. So,
Jack's just watching him.
I'm going to.
So I need to put you on top of him.
I'm going to try to see if I can hit his pillar that he's swinging. Yeah, I said it.
All right, he's 20 foot tall.
Right.
At any given moment, it's going to be like 10 to 13 feet above you.
He keeps on swinging it. So.
Okay, but you want to you're able to get about 25 feet, or how? What's your movement speed?
25.
Okay,
And you get increased near Jack.
but you aren't near him anymore.
Yeah, it have to be when you start.
When you start. Okay.
I mean, if you're within 5 feet of the statue, I'm within 5 feet 2-dimensionally, but I'm like 20 feet in the air, so.
Yeah, I think that's probably a little bit far. I'm saying you're 10 feet away from him right now.
Oh, that's all good. So I'm going to go with that. And where is it?
Also, I don't know whether I'm going to put dramatic music in this or not. I feel like I should. I'm about to be,
Might need some dramatic.
yeah, I'm about to be,
We
working,
gotta have some dramatic.
working part time, but
Yeah. Okay. All right, that ain't gonna work either. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out in his area, and I'm trying to get him to swing down this way.
I think I have an idea of what's about to happen.
it has been determined as a non-magical item. So if I can take away his weapon, yeah, cool. So I'm just little Stumpy me is taunting Giant Stone Boy. Hey, why don't you pick on somebody else? Yeah, big boy, come right down here.
Small,
You got to tip over the trouble box.
unworthy. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
It is Grimm's turn.
Okay. I'm going to, punch him.
Okay.
Do that thing I do.
Again with reckless attack because I'm a one-trick pony. So that's 28 for the first one.
That will hit.
That's 26 for the second one.
That will hit still.
And 22 for the third one. So no advantage this time. But,
Dang. Yep.
No crit.
Those all three will still hit him,
So
even with his new upgrades.
26. 25. 21. And again, 15 of that is going to be necrotic.
Okay, so 26, 25, 21.
Yeah.
So that's 20. That's 57. And 15 of that is necrotic. So, oh, got it.
Math.
All right. When you punch him, you feel your fist as you punch him. They slow down as they go through that blue force field, but you do feel yourself continuing to do damage. But
Still hitting his knees.
still hitting his knees. You're still hitting his knees.
One knee is left.
Gotcha. You're still just punching at his one knee. At this point, the cracks that you're making in his knee do feel a little like they seem to be increasing. You might be onto something here. Who knows?
Gradually.
But yeah, you're continuing to punch him. But every hit you make on him, that force field grows brighter and brighter. He's becoming more bright blue. It's still translucent, but it's becoming brighter and brighter around him.
We're all going to die.
Yeah, but it'll look really cool.
I mean, it will. I've got like 7 different characters I can roll up right now.
Okay.
I'm mad.
All right. It is now Jack's turn.
Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna use my action to take a peek around.
Okay.
I want to see if there is. I'm looking for a weak spot, but I'm in specific searching for something that's causing this, like, magic absorption field or something like that.
Okay.
Does he have like a crevice I can dig my lance into and pry his head off?
Okay.
Nice.
That's a 16.
A 16. You look around, and this force field it's now covering up your legs as you're sitting on top of him, and you can definitely feel that your legs move slower inside this field. It is slowing down. It is reducing, any sort of velocity of anything coming into it or that's inside it. As far as a weak spot or like a button you could press or something like that, you don't see anything at this point that you feel like would be his off switch.
Okay.
Or anything like, nothing's drawing your eye like, this spot is where he's weak or whatever.
Alright. Bonus action. I'm going to use Searing Smite.
Ooh.
It's just activating it this turn. I already used my action. I can't actually attack with it. But my lance is now ablaze.
Nice. You grip your lance tightly. The end of it lights on fire.
Can I, as a free action, bring it close to the field and see if it starts like siphoning off the flames or anything? Yeah. If it does, I'm taking it back out. I don't want to waste it. But
you bring your blade close to the force field, and it doesn't seem to siphon off the flames. You get brave and you dip it in, and whenever you dip it in inside the force field, you don't see any. The flames have gone away. It's still burning on the outside of the blade, but on the inside of the blade where you've stuck it into the force field, there's no fire. When you pull it out, the thing relights completely all the way around.
Gotcha. Okay. That's it.
Okay. It is now Kate's turn. She just shrugs, fires 2 more arrows.
Jack dies.
One of them actually does hit.
Jack?
No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't.
Maybe.
What'd I say about Jack? It's Kate's turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
She almost hit me.
Oh, gotcha. She did not hit you this time. This time she fires one directly at his forehead, and it ain't worth saying how much damage it did. Not much. The arrow. She really pulls that bow back this time, and it fires the arrow. You can hear it tink against his forehead, and a little pebble, rolls down through the force field and out. Eros, it's your turn now.
Okay. I'm going to use thaumaturgy on my voice.
Okay.
Make them 3 times louder. And I'm gonna say, please come over here and please tell me how unworthy I am. Trying to like taunt him, sort of.
Okay. Gotcha. Roll a
Guys?
Persuasion.
a performance check.
Ooh.
Hold up. 13.
Okay. He rolls and he is not scared of you. He is not convinced you're any bigger than you are, but he may be frustrated with you. And he says,
I wasn't trying to intimidate him.
well, I know. I'm just trying to figure out what exactly that category that would fall into. But he turns towards you and says, "You are so unworthy, the unworthiest."
And then I'm like, well, never planned on being worthy, so okay. And then I just stand there again.
Did you say that with your 3 times as loud voice?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's just in my mind.
Got his arms crossed, kicks a pebble.
No, it's just
Doesn't
like,
even want to be worthy.
no, I just put my hands in my pocket and just like, well, never planned on being worthy, so.
Eros gets to be at least an audience for this fight, and he's enjoying it. All right, it's Magic Guy's time, or Magic Boy Moradin's guard. His turn again. This time he turns from Grim and he looks at Grim and he says, "You're all unworthy." And he looks at Grim, then he looks down at Arlo, and he's going to try to do his sweep and harm both of you.
Ooh.
He misses.
Advantage on Grim?
He swings high. Advantage on Grim, though. Could hit Grim. Nope, he doesn't. He doesn't hit Grim at all. It was a 2 out of 20 this time. So he swings high this time. He tries to take your head off Grim and come back towards Arlo, but he's unsuccessful at hitting either of you.
That is a whiff.
It's a big whiff. He's going to come back around and try it again.
The sweep attack, shouldn't it be a saving throw for them? I mean, you can't really attack 2 people with a weapon. Wouldn't it be more of a saving throw for them, since it's like a area of effect rather than a weapon
Yeah, I
attack?
guess it would make more sense for it to be an attack on one person and then a saving throw for the one behind it.
Okay,
But I've just been doing it this way the whole time.
that'll work.
Whatever works for the DM.
I don't want to figure out how to change it, I guess, right now. Things will be all right. I don't think y'all are going to die from this. He is going to roll a 27 to hit, though, on both of you. I already did advantage on Grim.
Well, he hits.
27 to hit. Yeah.
Yep.
He gets up in there.
Oh man.
That's the second swing?
Yeah. And as he swings his swings back, on these swings, whenever he swings, that force field around him glows a great deal, and especially at the part of the body that he's using to swing. So things might be about to get a little hairy. Who knows?
While you're rolling
5.
that, is Kate
6.
still under health?
Yeah, she's still hurting. You only gave her 1.
Yeah, she got a 4 last time.
Yep. That's going to be 26 damage to ye who are hit, and a Constitution saving throw, please.
28.
Successful.
20.
And you said how much damage?
Successful. It was 26. Is that what I said?
Yes, sounds familiar.
27.
27, yeah. The thing you said like 10 minutes ago.
I'll take
27.
one. No, 27 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think the damage was 26.
No, I didn't hear the damage.
Maybe.
Sounds about right.
Let us know, YouTube. You won't. You're probably not watching.
But if you do,
But
like
if-
8 years from now,
Yep.
when you watch this video, let us know. And we'll
Let us
go
know.
back.
We'll change it.
We'll go back to this save point.
Yep.
and
We'll start over.
We'll continue going from here.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Arlo is he's not feeling great, but this is what he wanted. He wanted to get in close.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just realized that. Yeah, you both are successfully still on your feet. It's Arlo's turn.
All right. Being that weapon has just passed Arlo and smacked him upside the face, I am going to You know what? I think I am going to do it. Why not? I'm going to do the stone shape.
Okay.
So I find where I put it. Yeah. So, touch a stone object of medium size or smaller. Basically, like if it fits inside a 5-foot cube, would that be the size of this thing?
What?
Like a 5 cubic foot area of stone.
That's the size of what thing?
Like the size of his pillar.
Oh no, it's 12 feet long and 4 feet thick.
So I would say that would fit inside of a cube of 5-foot area.
Not the whole
It's
thing.
Not the
it's
whole
12 feet tall.
What does it say?
5 feet.
I'm confused.
Oh, and I need to mention. Never mind.
Yeah, so not 25 by 25, 5 by 5.
5 by 5. Yeah. Never mind. So I'm going to do metal
sorry.
and stone.
Okay. Wait, you're gonna go into his.
I am going to go into the weapon.
That's how you avoid getting hit just as it's coming by.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. So yeah,
Stone.
it did hit
Well,
you.
magical stone. It has to be non-magical stone.
It did hit you, and it hit you, and it got close to you.
Right.
So, what do you have to do? You have to concentrate or something on this. You just have to touch it.
It's just an action. You touch it and like you enter the stone.
All right. So he smacks you really hard, and as he like brings it across your body, you put it like he smacks you in the face. As you turn over to the side, you slap a hand onto this stone, and you just go into it.
Yeah.
You just live in the snow. I guess this is my life now.
Let's see. I can read the whole thing, but in general, while merged into the stone, can't see what's occurring outside of it. Any perception checks are made with disadvantage for like understanding what's going on outside. You may remain aware of passage of time. You can still cast spells. You can still do all that kind of stuff. You can use your movement speed to leave the stone where you entered it, which ends the spell. You otherwise can't move. So I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm in the stone, so he's just swinging around a stone pillar, and I'm inside there.
Okay.
It lasts for 8 hours, though, so.
All right.
I want to speak as Jack.
Yep.
I'm confused. Grim, is that an Arlo thing? Can he do that, or did the statue do that to him?
I think it's an Arlo thing.
We'll play it by ear. I don't know how we're going to get him out, though.
Just be careful not to break that rock, then.
Yes, that's probably... Well, we might have to. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right. It is now Grim's
Y'all gotta
turn.
deal with it. That's all I'm saying.
You gotta deal with the crazy I do. I'm
Grim.
gonna punch him.
Okay. Understandable.
Like, what's that guy from GTA 5, the crazy one?
Trevor.
Trevor. I'm the safest mother here. I'm gonna punch him. So I'm gonna do reckless attack again.
Do
Still
it.
punch him for that knee.
Okay.
23.
23 will not hit.
Okay, so none of those hit because I didn't get above a 23. None of them hit.
All right. So as you punch this time, the force field doesn't grow any brighter, but your hands do as they hit this force field slow down to the point where you're barely brushing your knuckles against his knee inside this force field. He looks at you as he the strength, you can feel it kind of not come back to a healing, but his knee presses harder into the ground, and he turns to you and he says, "Not worthy." What else you got?
So his punches didn't hit with a 23?
Not this time.
Okay. Is this like a I should trust you moment? I hit him with an 18 with my thrown lance.
Yeah, you should trust me. Yeah, this isn't me forgetting.
Okay.
Or I didn't forget at either point of now or then.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't have any other actions or reactions. Well, I have reactions, but no actions. You know what I'm saying? No, that's all. That's all I'm gonna do.
All right,
That's
cool.
all I got.
It is now Jack's turn.
Cool. Grim, how do you look?
Fabulous.
Okay.
I look good.
Cool. All right. So, I guess I'm going to smack him with
Roll an updated perception check for me.
updating perception.
This I'm gonna as an extension of your last one. You're still looking around.
Okay. That's only a 7, unfortunately.
Okay.
John, a little quieter.
Oh, sorry.
Roll it. What you see so as an extent you're still looking. You're about to give up. You saw that your flame blade wasn't working properly. You're about to give up. You look and you can see some symbols. So where his head is around his neck and down the back of his neck, you can see a couple of symbols. Some symbols that look recognizable. They're not runes. They're not letters. They seem to be pictures of something that you would recognize, but you can't quite make out what they are. But they seem...
They're buttons with pictures of food on them.
Jimmy Neutron.
They're not that. They're not buttons either. They're just symbols.
All right. You said recognizable symbols?
Yeah, you feel like you're like, I know what that is. I just can't quite see through all this force field gunk. I could just look a little closer.
Like, is it the force field is glowing?
Yeah.
Distorting it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my face in it.
All right, you put your face into the force field. It's almost as if time slows down around you. The sound of your heartbeat can be heard in your ears. Yep. But you look, and the symbols going down his back are the symbols of tools. There's a hammer, but not like a battle hammer. There's a pickaxe. There's a bucket. There's a shovel. A hoe. A mine cart. Different symbols that would depict implements used for work going down his spine.
Okay.
Also, at the going down his spine, there's also a picture of like coins, a couple of little piles of gold. All is like in the single file line down his back, just over and over again, repeating.
Okay. That's not in the same line as the tools?
No, yeah, all in the same line. Excuse me. I was explaining to Brice that going from the center of this statue's skull down to his shoulder blades is a single line of runes that depict working implements and piles of gold, and then once it gets to his shoulders, several different vertical lines of small emblems cover his back with these different implements, hammers, sickles. He's not particularly Russian. Shovels, buckets, minecarts, gold, things like that. That's what Brice sees whenever Jack sees when he sticks his head into the force field.
None glowing, nothing spectacular about them?
None of them are special. None of them are glowing any more than the others, but they are, lighting up with the color of this force field underneath.
Okay. Fellows, there's a bunch of symbols written all over his back. They look like workers' tools and mine carts. There's piles of gold symbols. It doesn't make much sense to me. None of them look like they're a focal point. They're just covering his entire back and go up to his head. So you said that was not an action? That was an extension?
That was, yeah. We'll just call that updating from last time.
Okay. I feel like I've definitely wasted that whole burning smite thing. So, I don't know if I can... Would you say I could put another smite on it? Like my divine smite?
Mm-hmm.
Double smite?
Yeah. So searing smite is like an arcane, like magical smite. Divine smite is... It's radiant, godly power.
I don't see why not.
Cool.
Yeah, because they have... Well, they both have the same trigger when you hit with a melee attack. But...
Yeah.
I say I don't see why not.
So this one, I sacrifice a spell slot, and I get that many D8 plus 1 extra damage.
Okay.
So I'm going to sacrifice a level 1 spell slot, and that's going to add 2D8 to my swingity-doing.
Okay.
And then where'd it go? Searing Smite adds a d6 of fire damage.
Okay.
Alright, and it catches fire if it's able to, but it's stone, so.
Shall we?
No, the attack it causes the target to ignite. I don't know if it catches on fire or not. Probably not because of the magic thing. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
That's a nat 1.
Oh.
But it's on a hit, so extra attack.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. That's 18 plus 7, 25.
That'll hit.
Sweet. Okay, so I smack him. I'll do the D12. That's an 11 plus 4 is 15.
Plus 4 of what? The Divine Smite?
No, 4 is my strength modifier.
Okay.
So it's 15 straight up hitting damage.
Okay.
Then a D6 of 6 fire damage.
Okay.
Then 2d8. 7 radiant damage.
Okay. All right, you're able to drive your lance into his right shoulder, cracking some rocks off of it. But the fire does dissipate as it goes in there. You can't see that the fire is affecting him very much at all.
Okay.
But you do the damage, and it is. What else you got for this turn?
Did it look like anything did the most damage? Was it like the physical damage?
Yeah, I mean it was he took all the radiant damage and when you jam your spear into his shoulder,
right?
The fire went out. You jam your spear into the rock of his shoulder. He winced, and then it flashed with divine light inside, and he also winced at that. It didn't seem like any was particularly more than the other, but the fire definitely went out.
Okay, dope. And bonus action, first level spell, gonna cast Shield of Faith on Zenus.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's plus 2 AC to you.
Yes.
All right. What else you got? Anything?
Nope, that's all my first level spells used up.
All right. So, Kate knocks another arrow, fires it.
I got one left.
Again, it hits him in the head. Ting! But she fires another arrow. Rolls an @1. It's coming directly for you.
Oh wait, my free action on my turn. I dropped my lance on the ground at his feet.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I meant to do that. I forgot.
Okay, gotcha.
I was adjusting my spells and stuff.
All right, you dropped your lance. So you stab him, then you drop your lance on the ground at his feet.
Yeah.
And then, as you look up, an arrow flying directly towards you. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Poop. That's a 0. 16 plus nothing.
Ooh. You are barely able to widen your eyes and look as another arrow flies by your head. And Kate says, Sorry. I think I'm going to stop.
Would you aim for something else on him?
I'm sorry. I really am.
He's 20 feet tall.
I thought the head would be the best spot. I'll fire somewhere else. And it is now Arrows' turn.
Arrow's turn?
Arrows is his turn.
He thinks it's cool.
No. No, I don't.
I agree, John. It's cool.
Was that a toe?
That was my tool.
Oh, it's a toe.
I'm gonna walk up to a giant
And eat a piece of chocolate on your turn.
Yes.
It's fine.
I'm gonna do some stuff.
You're gonna have to talk through it now.
I'm gonna walk to the giant, and I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, I bet you can't hit me.
What are you attempting, John?
I don't know.
Death.
Yeah. The giant looks down and says,
Okay.
Bet.
And this is with thaumaturgy, so I'm pretty sure everyone can hear.
Yeah, everybody can hear you.
Like, what?
So do I just put a performance check again?
No, he heard you.
Yeah, he heard me.
Yeah. Bet.
And then I'm gonna do a Shield of Faith on me.
Okay.
So that is
Plus 2 AC.
that's
Does
18 now.
Cool. All right. You got his attention.
Yeah, I got his attention.
You didn't want it. He's gonna attack once at you and then once at Grim because he's not stupid. So will a 25 hit you, John?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want it. I don't think you wanted it.
No.
Call it the squirrel.
11, 18,
No.
29,
No.
36 damage.
Oh, John.
Not how
He
you
reaches
roll
up
it.
he reaches up his pillar and says, "Not worthy," and then slams it down on top of you. What happened?
You greasy little
How much?
smudge, you.
I mean, are you
Health back.
that's all you got left?
Yes.
You ever seen a cockroach get squished by a shoe?
Yeah. So, John, I'm gonna since you took like almost all of your health on that one, you're not gonna get a chance to roll a saving throw.
Yeah.
He slams you down so hard, you're shot backwards and prone.
That is called mercy
Yow.
from the DM.
And now he's gonna turn to you, Grim, and try to smash on you as
With
well.
advantage.
Yep.
So has he got advantage
he
on
rolled
his hit for you?
a 20.
Oh, yeah.
I give advantage. I get advantage, but then because I
gets
attack
advantage.
recklessly,
He rolled a 21.
beats it.
+3 or +2 AC.
Oh yeah, that's 21.
Oh. I thought it was 21
So-
earlier.
No.
9, 16, 17, 28, and then 20, 35 damage. No unworthy.
Do I make a saving throw or no? Because he's just straight up hitting. He's not.
Yeah, he's not doing that. He's not trying to knock you down. He's just smacking on you.
Oh no.
All right.
What is Mr. Rock gonna do?
Yeah, I want to get to Arlo's turn. We'll end the episode on what Arlo is going to do.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, Arlo, it's your turn, sir.
Oh, I thought it was Rockmaster.
He finished. He did both of his hits.
Oh, that was it. Okay, I was
Yeah,
thinking his turn.
Almost sucked the soul from Eros' body.
Yeah.
He did. Then he grabbed it and shoved it back in.
Get back in there. Ain't done what you yet. Let's see. He just made the swing, right?
Yeah.
All right. This is
Well,
like
no, he just hit Grim.
right. How
but
is he? How is he positioned?
So he smashed directly in front of him, like if you're holding a, vertically. He smashed down on Eros, sending him flying back.
Oh no.
And then he grabbed it like a baseball bat and tried to go overhead and bonk Grim with it, which he did.
Okay. Is he down this way? Is he up this way?
He bonked and now he's back up holding it again
Okay.
above his head.
Cool. So, bonus action, I'm gonna use my wild shape. I'm gonna burn both slots, and I'm turning into an earth elemental.
So Grim would shrink at this point, right?
No, it does not cause concentration.
Yeah, because
'Cause I'm-
he's not
I'm,
casting a spell.
a moon druid.
Yeah, you're just turning it. Sorry, I was thinking the other elemental which you controlled with concentration.
Right.
You're going to turn into an elemental.
Earth elemental. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna do this, and
Inside of his. Okay.
so I'm dropping the meld in the stone.
So you fall out the back of it and then.
So like if he's up like this,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna come down as an earth elemental on top of his head.
Okay.
Cool. Let's see. Double damage against objects and structures. Is he an object? He's not a structure.
He's not a structure. He's not an object. He's a creature. We decided he's a creature.
Cool. All right. Multi attack. I just do 2 big old slams. So I got a 14 and I got a 23.
Both of those, unfortunately, will not be enough to cause him damage.
Boom.
He raises his.
Does it count as a surprise attack?
I mean, yeah. Like I'd be surprised.
Advantage?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, 14 and a 22. So never mind. None of them
Yeah.
work.
So he raises his baseball bat of stone up, and you backwards like a scuba diver off of a boat, flip out of it, come out of it with your little tiny frame, and then you turn into an earth elemental, just a pile of dirt with arms and legs.
I'm up there.
And falling down like So this thing is facing forward. Jack is on its neck. You're flying down backwards, like staring at the back of Jack's head. Jack turns to you and look as you turn into a giant thing of stone and try to bring your hands down on top of this statue, but the unwieldiness of your stone mech suit is too much for you to handle at first, and you slam down on either side of it, causing big cracks and rifts in the ground, and the statue's wobbly on his feet, and he turns around and turns his head to you and he says, "Still not worthy." And that's where we'll end this episode of Dungeon Boys today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I know there are several cuts, but you shouldn't have saw many of those. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. We've gone back to 1 hour, ish episodes. This is a little over an hour. Let us know what you think. If you're listening to this on a podcast, please give us a review, share our podcast with your friends, etc. If you're on YouTube, drop a like, drop a follow, etc. We hope you enjoy. There are all kinds of other links for you to find Taint Media Game stuff as well. And were you trying to get me to do anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Okay. Yes. Thank you guys so much. I just clapped into the mic. That's a recording no-no. My camera froze, and that'll be the perfect time to say we love you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Later.
Peace.